Alright, so now that we've done the basic effects and the basic types from amps, we're going to go through the presets that come loaded on it, just because. There's 4, and there's an update that I haven't done yet that doubles that. Basically, it lets you do two banks of 4, so there's 8, which is cool. But here's the presets for the 4 that come stock on it. The first one, which is channel 1. And one thing you can do is, especially if you got the foot switch, it's really easy to just add in. Say you want to, I'm sorry, let's say you're in this one. You want to add in. Right now, it's got on a booster mod or mod. Not sure which. A delay or an effect and a reverb. But you can hit the foot switch, take off like all of them, and that's just a clean. Then you can add back in the reverb. You can add back in the booster. Or the, you can add back in your delay. Tap in the delay. So, even within the channels, you can sort of change stuff on the fly, especially if you got the foot pedal, as far as what effects are on, that sort of thing, and with the knobs. And supposedly you can then save whatever you change it to by just holding down the button. So let's try that real quick, just to show we can do it, and then we'll move on to the rest of them. We're on channel 1, which is, here's how. That's the preset. Well, let's say we don't like that. We want to bump up the gain, bump up the mids, put on whatever that is, and turn off the reverb. Sounds different, right? Okay, then you just hold down the channel 1 button. All the lights on the channels will blink real quick, and it saves that. So that's our channel 1. Switch over to channel 2. Switch back to channel 1. And the changes we made are saved. So that's pretty cool. It's easy to make changes on the fly if you need to. And in the Tone Studio app, or whatever they call it, you can change a lot more detail about stuff, as far as the tone for the boosters, all that different stuff. A lot of those actually have in the Tone Studio more options than what's on the pedal it's based on. So that's really cool. But we're going to go to channel 2 now. It's the second preset that comes saved on the thing. It apparently has a delay and a reverb built into it. So here we go. It's kind of handy. Next, we'll go to channel 3, which has a booster mod and a delay or an effect. That's gonna be your Takwa. So, like I said, you can go in there and change stuff, whatever. Channel 4 is a lead sound, apparently, with all the effects that put on that it can. Octave. your 4 your built-in channels presets, and as I showed you, you can change those on the fly, so that's pretty cool. That means, if you set it up one way at home, say in your practice room or your basement or whatever, and you're like, oh, that sounds killer, that's sweet, and then you get to a show, and you get mixed in with the band, and you're like, oh, no one can hear it, it's not cutting through, it doesn't sound good, or whatever. You just decide, oh, I wish the reverb was a little deeper. Turn the knob, hold the button down, change. So that's cool. Yeah. Now I have gone into the Tone Studio app. It's an app, and played around with it some. So we'll switch it over to the second bank, which you do by, you have to be on panel mode, then hold down the panel button. So you see, you can do some kind of funky stuff. That's a, I think I called that synth lead or something. Very cool. A little wacky, but hey, you can do some cool stuff with it, especially if you hook it up to the computer and do all that. So you can do some wacky stuff. Okay, so you can see you can do some pretty crazy stuff with this thing, and we will be going into the Tone Studio and doing some more. I'll show you how to fool with that, and we'll just play around with some more. I'm really digging this thing. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to use the actual big cab. My wife asked me that earlier today when we filmed that Facebook Live, and my answer was I don't know when I'm going to get to use it, but I think any kid who grew up in the 80s at some point in their life thought they wanted a Marshall 4x12, at least half stack, which is what I got sitting here. And now I've got one. I don't know when I'll get to use it, but I've got it. So, what can you say? Okay, I do have one last minute little late addition to my first thoughts reaction to the Boss Katana. So I've been playing around with it for a while, and I got around to finally, I was going to put the stickers that come with the amp, I was going to put them on the foot switch, right? Because the foot switch was originally made for the Blues Cube amps, I believe, or a Roland amp of some type. They weren't originally made for the Katana, they just sort of back issued it in, however you want to look at it. So they made stickers that were, when you bought a Katana, you got these stickers that you could buy to put on the foot switch, right? This is them right here to tell you what it does on a Katana. So I was going to put these on because, well, that's kind of useful to know, right? I kind of had it memorized because I've watched enough videos on this thing that I sort of knew in my head what I was doing, so I didn't have to really look at it. And I didn't really pay it any attention. But if you'll look here, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but for the first button we already have Channel 1 Booster Mod, Channel 2 Delay Effects, Channel 3 Tap, Channel 4 Reverb, Panel Loop Effects. So in other words, they've already, on the back for the two expression pedals, apparently in the, I guess the most recent runs of the GAFCs, they've actually gone in and painted or lasered or however they put that on there, the stuff for the Katana on it. So I don't know if they now have two separate ones, like one has the old stuff and one says the Katana stuff, or if you buy it specifically with a Katana like I did, they just know, okay, send them a Katana. I don't know how that works. But it's kind of cool. It's a nice little touch. It saves me from having to bother with those stickers. So, just a quick little side note, added note. Think of it what you will. And if any of y'all have bought one recently, like in the past, let's say year, or anytime after this video, you know, leave a comment. Let me know if yours had stickers or if yours already had it on there or what. Because I'm just kind of curious. All right. So we'll close this video with just a little jam out, I guess. I'm put it on the brown sound, full gain, cut the volume back a good bit. Scoop out the mids and go metal on this one, if we can. We'll see. We'll turn on a little bit of octaver because I like it. So here we go. We're just gonna.